Pisces, welcome to your session. This session will entail your pathway of enlightenment messages. Keep in mind that this is a general session and not a personal. All I ask of you is that you do not force any channeled messages. If you're another zodiac sign and you resonate with Pisces session, it's either one out of the two. You are a Pisces. You have Pisces placements, or you are a Pisces. As a disclaimer, you can be another zodiac sign without Pisces placements and be in Pisces energy. I don't want anyone to feel left out. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. I want to take a look at your inner child energy. You have the High Priestess and the Release here. You have a lot of potential, Pisces. And you have a lot of life experiences. When it comes to perspective of how people view you, people don't know you, Pisces. And you have to reintroduce yourself that if you can choose, you're not required to let people have intel when it comes to your experiences in your adolescence, from your child experience to your adolescence into your teenage adult experience. You have restraints in regards to your inner child message. Your inner child there's restraints, and you know what those restraints are. It's something that you are good at, meaning a cycle that always happens in experiences that allows you to continuously grow. And at this point, you've experienced the same thing over and over again to the point to where you've outgrown the experience and you're looking for something new that makes you feel alive again. I'm being guided to tell you, in regards to your inner child, what's going to make you feel alive again is expressing your story of what it is you've been through. It's going to not just elevate you, it's going to elevate others. Top of the deck, the Ace of Air. You may feel like people don't want to hear what you have to say, and that is a lie, Pisces. This is the way that I'm able to even speak life into myself. I have to remind myself when I have doubt or when I try to convince myself otherwise, this is how I remind myself. And I get right back to get right back to what I need to do. I remind myself that I don't have to worry about the negative or what's not going to happen, because divine has who is aligned to me and assigned to me. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, when it comes to you elevating people and telling your story, Pisces, divine has your alignment. People are already in line waiting to be elevated and motivated by you. Your story is going to help others. Okay? So you do not have to go out of your way or step out of alignment to prove yourself. I love the Ace of Swords is because ever since there's dormant energy in this Ace of Swords, you have been birthed to speak, Pisces. And now that you're an adult, tell the story of what the experience of what happened to where you felt like your voice couldn't be heard or you had to hold your tongue. And those stories are going to motivate and inspire others to get out of, how do I say this? You're going to inspire and help others persevere and they're going to become strong again. They're going to have the motivation of, yes, I can. You're going to help people grow, mature. And that's one of the things we are focusing on in September. I think it may go into October as well. I'm hearing the remaining of the year that the collective focuses on growth, maturity, and that we focus on growth and maturity and what was that? I'm going to read it right now. Hold on. In September, we are supposed to be focusing on, SGL family. In the month of September, we are focusing on personal growth, maturity, and responsibility. Okay. So I think we're going to focus on that for the remaining of the year so that we will be prepared for 2026. But this Ace of Swords, you need to embrace your gifts, Pisces. And now that the repeated cycles that you've experienced, that you've outgrown, use those experiences to teach others to be able to persevere through those experiences. Not everybody knows how to close out a cycle. Not everybody knows how to go through a transformation. And not everybody knows how to live, to experience freedom. I'm still trying to figure it out. I asked myself yesterday, I asked myself, I was cooking a seafood boil, and I was like, am I living? You know? And I'm like, then I started, and I said, okay, am I enjoying the quality of life? You know, my needs are being met. But then I said, am I living, Pisces? And that question was blanketed me into this new day, which is today. And I told myself my answer was, I'm going to start living. You know, I got the 9 to 5 down a pack. I know how to show up for work. I know how to do a good job at work. I know how to show up for people. I do a good job at showing up for people. I know how to be a good mother. I know how to show up as a mother. But I haven't showed up for myself in regards to actually living. And so I said, I'm going to start living. And so, Pisces, I invite you to start living. I don't want you to misinterpret living as just because your needs are being met, you're living. No, are you living? And so, and take out time because everyone's definition of living is different, So I don't want anyone to feel like there's a comparison, like you have to live out the same way of how I'm living out. No, everyone is different. And that's what makes you an individual. So think about it, Pisces, are you living? Because you're definitely going to be a mentor in other people's life to teach them how to live again. Okay. When it comes to freedom. Let's pull some self-awareness messages, Pisces. And I do want to apologize this morning, Pisces. I was having my own technical difficulties. My charger, I did not charge my device while I was resting. And so when I went live, it was sucking up the battery. And so the charger wasn't depositing the charge as fast as the device was sucking up the charge. And so we had some interruption. So I do thank you so much for returning to your session of your pathway of enlightenment. Give me one moment. Let me go and fill my cup. I don't want any water. Yeah, I need to fill my cup. I want some more ginger ale. Actually, I'll just go ahead and finish this. I need to finish this water. I'm really picky about my water. I'm very picky. Um, just one moment. All right. Give me some self-awareness messages for Pisces, please. Self-awareness messages for Pisces. You know what, Pisces? I wonder if I can change the color to this. Can I? Would it allow me to? Let me see. Mm, Okay. There. What are some self-awareness messages for Pisces, please? So your first spread, Pisces, it was your inner child messages. And overall, the message was um, to overcome your fear of believing that you won't be heard, because you are going to be heard. Okay. All right. So you have some cards that came out of what you don't see. You have searching, uh, and you have oblivious. These are coming in reverse of what you don't see. You have doubting in reverse, rumination in reverse. These are all the things you don't see. So you are free, not free in the sense of like, of being like an object, meaning you have freedom. You have awkward in reverse, discomfort in reverse. So this is telling me what you've been through and your growth. You have questioning in reverse, so you know who you are now. You have discerning in reverse. And we'll take a look at that, because you had the high priestess in the air that what came out with your inner child message. Let me put this to the side. You have wonder in reverse. You know what you want. You have ignorant in reverse. So you have growth. You changed for the better. Know thyself is in reverse. You got to get out of people pleasing. You have mindful in reverse. Discovery in reverse. Personality upright. Secure upright. Poised upright. In the present upright. Sophisticated upright. Reserved upright. Nervous. Yeah, you got this. Don't worry about, stop thinking negative, Pisces. You don't need to hold your tongue. You don't need to hold your thoughts. You need to practice living. You need to live. Now tell me more about this discerning. Are you afraid of the person you've become, Pisces? The release came out again. You have the high priestess and release. It's time for you to live. And by you living, you are going to mentor others of wanting to know how to live. And it may feel overwhelming when that time comes, or overwhelming presents itself. But the overwhelming will be you not understanding why people want to be exactly why people would want to experience the same type of freedom that you display. All right. So there will be an ending of you, of doubt, an ending of doubt, Pisces, which is good. So be gentle with yourself. Sometimes our mind moves faster than the body. Sometimes our body moves faster than the mind, and everything outside of us seems it seems when the body moves faster than the mind, and everything outside of ourselves could be filled of question, especially with this wonder. Okay. I love the fact that you've grown and matured, and the time frame that you've matured. That's good. So I'm definitely sending you your flowers. All right. What other messages do you have for Pisces? And you are not alone, Pisces. And I'm not gonna, what I'm about to say is not to get you to like this channel. As long as I know that I'm showing up and serving you, Pisces, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, that's all that my check mark has been checked for the day. Listen, Pisces, you're not alone. I am here. Okay. I may not have the right direct message for you every time, but just know that I am here and you are not alone. So you can no longer say that I'm alone, nobody cares. No, SGL cares. Yes, SGL is here. And this is the part where you mature and accept, like, yeah, there is someone that cares. They may not be able to pay my bills, or they may not be able to hand me money, or they may not be able to change my life, but they can but SGL can re-spark my fire. Hand me a new cup, hand me a pentacle, hand me a new sword. I can provide you the tools that you need so that you can be able to be successful on your journey. But you are not alone. I am definitely here with you. You're not alone, Pisces. And whenever you feel like you're alone, remind yourself, SGL has my back. And the way that I have your back is I am working on your behalf in the realms that most people neglect. Okay? And so, with that being said, the door of wisdom here. Be prepared to have more understanding, Pisces, on your whys, your wins, your hows, and your wheres. When it comes to your position in life, Pisces, you must respect your position in life. And then you will understand how to live again. Okay? All right. So you have a door of wisdom here. And this you have the high priest coming out, and then you have the door of wisdom, which just definitely represents the high priestess. But the door of wisdom doesn't have any rules or regulations. This door of wisdom is your door of wisdom that is ordained to you, Pisces. And whenever you need insight, whenever you need direction, be still and access your door of wisdom. That's where your intelligence lies. That's where you reassess your experience. Okay? And that is where you recharge when you need enlightenment. All right, Pisces, let's see what other messages come up for you. What other messages do you have for Pisces? I need to shuffle one more time. Okay. What is the message from the Pisces? I felt like let's look from a distance. This looks like it says celebrity. You're important, but this is celebrations. Moving forward, you are going to live again. You're going to experience living. When it comes to recovery, When you celebrate, celebrate in secret, Pisces. All right. Share your celebrations with people uh, that will elevate you. Not celebrate with people who are going to drain what it is you're celebrating, where you go back into a space where, you know, you didn't really get to celebrate. So be protective when it comes to your celebrations. And as you respect the, this is the Three of Cups energy. This could be invitations as well. You're not required to do anything that you're not to, but it just feels like when you start living again, Pisces, make sure you show up with a gift, and that gift is you. So make sure that you're living and you're not in any form of restraint when you show up, okay? And this is what it says. It says you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. That's the change. All right, Pisces. Anything else for Pisces? Give me a self-care message. Self-care message for my Pisces. All right, Pisces. It says healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. And I just got to telling you that, Pisces. All right? Be gentle with yourself. So as your healing begins, so you will go through, before you go through a transformation, you're going to, and I really, truly am confident that this healing has to do with you removing restraints, like, making yourself shrink, and you're going to get out of that and you're going to live. I love it. And you will be successful. Look at that. Remember, I said, wherever you go, make sure you show up with a gift, and that gift is you. Yes. Make sure you keep me updated, Pisces, with your experiences of your new experiences of living. Okay. It says today is a really good day, Pisces. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easy. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your life. This is nice. Let's pull your angel guide message. If you have a short attention span, that is okay. This live will be available to you, Pisces, and whenever you have that space, and you will be able to uh, listen and view your angel guide message. Let me moisture my hands. I'm forever washing my hands. I need to count how many times I wash my hands. Like before we had that COVID thing, and they started saying, we need to wash our hands. Listen, my. I think that as much as I wash my hands, it should be forbidden. And it's like, goodness, I still not have yet found, because I don't want to speak too soon. I think I found the right moisturizer for my hands. It's just I'm always washing my hands. And so I'm not able to really enjoy the benefits of the moisturizer because I'm always washing my hands. And I need to figure out a way to lock in the moisture even when I wash my hands. Someone told me about this thing called healing hands, and it's supposed to create a barrier for when you wash your hands. And I'm going to check that out. All right. Let's pull your angel guide message, Pisces. And that's something I'm being guided to tell you, Pisces. As you, for my Pisces that's going to share their life experiences, just be prepared, Pisces. If you don't have patience to hear other people's story, you're going to have to start preparing yourself, because when you tell your story, be prepared to hear other people's story. Okay? Because some of you Pisces are going to, I'll say this, if you were the only child, okay, when it comes to getting out there and telling your story, you may position yourself to only you being heard, and you have to learn how to hear other people as well besides you being heard. Okay. Angel guide message from my Pisces. All right, Pisces, you have honesty and communication, divine timing, and a guardian angel. You are protected to freely be yourself. When it comes to your desires, they will come to pass. Once you stop holding on to it, but your desires, they will come into fruition. When it comes to honesty and communication, do not, I repeat, do things that you do not want to do. Do not do anything that's going to weigh you down. Your overall angel guide message is harmony and resolution. And we're going to go ahead and read that. Harmony and resolution entails, Pisces. Am I the only one that still says their ABCs in their head? It's like sometimes I'm like, okay, wait, H goes before. No. Anywho, angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you, Pisces, now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have. But unless you have faith that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is a time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It's important to know that angel of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to the situation. Trust the process. That's beautiful, Pisces. And I'm also being guided to tell you, do not allow anyone who you love to dim your light. All right, it's time for you to outgrow um, people that you love, that you've given them permission to have control over you. You have to take back your power and say no. You don't get to control me anymore. And you don't have to verbally say it. Your actions. And you can remove yourself from positioning yourself into those situations, Pisces. Okay? It will bring harmony and resolution. I love you, Pisces. Don't forget love is kind, and don't forget that love is gentle, Pisces. And two, we meet again.